stomping team. That's the kind of team when you're like, really, you guys trying that hard? This is what you pick. It's going to be really dangerous every engagement for the Legion side to not get in the wrong position. They're going to have the Defiler again, who was like insane in game number 1. Yeah. And the main difference is they have the pod, but they don't really have any other way to protect her this game if she becomes focused target. So we'll see if they prioritize it. If she goes up on the high ground, that, you know, the showdown, it's all reliable. They will kill her this time. So.
Oh, curious about the succubus. Like the lockdown on this hero is insane.
Grabs a logger's hatchet, so anticipating himself getting some farm, but as of right now, it looks like he's up against the tri lane. This isn't, I mean, we saw him play Tempest in a similar situation, right? Who's a hero that's not known for surviving the tri lane, and somehow in that game he kind of did great in the beginning, got a lot of farms, so I'm not going to put it past him, but could be a tricky lane down there.
Yep, sure. I said Alec mid. I would have expected him to be top.
He's going to get owned. Well, I mean, depending on how he plays Defiler, but really just blast, 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 blast. I mean, he doesn't really have an answer for it. He can't shoot back like Melonia or something.
Yeah, true. He might get a rest level. He has his shield and stuff, but still, it's
immediately rotating Gladiator towards to the bottom. Oh, Luna goes top. Yeah, and they kind of just swap these lanes out. Nice joust onto Magnus, who gets greedy, aggressive onto the Aluna, but she's taking heavy fire. Will they pay for it is the question. Good decision then by Mag. Gotta love these aggressive plays.
The only thing now is that since Hellborn made the move, right? That means Legion can choose to move as well, and then they're stuck.
Yep, they want to.
Succuba's hitting pretty hard in the bottom lane here.
Pitfall. Nice. Connects onto the Succubus there. But this is kind of a lane that she shines in. I wonder if they planned on starting it like this and then forcing the rotations so Zane can get a one-on-one.
Might have been, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Because she definitely will shine in this situation.
That's why I thought she was going to go mid. Because she would have been a decent mid hero. She's hitting a lot of damage into this Gladius bottom as well. And she still has a health bot. He does not. That pitfall, not going to connect.
That was a bold move. Just tried to guess where she would go. After the first few minutes here, though, Gemini, this is the way we're used to seeing. Early lead. He kind of got shut down those first 2 games. And they pulled through in the first one, but there was definitely a crack in the build or so yesterday, or earlier today. Bennington.
I did not see that.
Well, they took a lot of damage, and then they died.
Indeed, that's exactly what happened, yeah. You know, I was just about to say, this poor Glady has 3 last hits. He's not having a good time. He's getting shut down completely.
Less than ideal. It's not a hero that you go against. You go up against every day. I'm surprised they put themselves in this situation here. Engineer doing a good job. Pulls ahead actually in gold per minute over the Defiler, but if a Defiler comes out even in the inner lane, she still wins it in my opinion. Top lane though, more action. Got to keep our eyes on here. The Forest is able to get out of there. She is going to fall. Perhaps one more auto attack. No, the pod keeping her alive. The timing just right. Can a power throw finish him? Not even needed. Gemini falls, and they get the ideal target. Now, Magnus, though, Lava Surge available. Holding Benzington down in that tower range. Luna was short on mana there. Unfortunate. I feel like they might have got 2 or even 3. Bottom lane. Gladiator doing what he can to harass with that whip. He's going to actually pull the wave. Succubus not the best at dealing with waves, so kind of a good strat indeed. Oh, and he eats that wave, that whip too. Because she's got the bottle now. It's like you never kill her. She just annoys you. Hasted Electrician joining the party.
That's how you kill her.
That's huge.
Doghouse winning their lanes at this point. Maybe mid not so much, but still. He's not struggling mid.
No. Yeah, he's still getting farmed, so.
He's fine with this. He's not getting harassed out of the lane or anything. So I think Doghouse is pretty happy with the situation at this point. I mean the Gladi is struggling, of course. But the rest of the lanes are fine. And I mean Gladi doesn't need that much. He just can generally survive on a lot of XP and just get his spells off.
Right. And I like games like this. There we go. Joust into Gemini. Look at him staggering their stuns perfectly. The heal bomb, though, keeping him alive, and he's got the balls to go back and spit out some fire onto Benzington. Looks like nobody's going to fall here. Ooh. The power throw snipe. Mid lane. Defiler hits that level 6, but no mana or health really to get too ballsy with that ultimate just yet. I like when there's a balance of the gold distribution. I feel like it makes the fights a lot more interesting and less predictable. Defiler's going to run away with 60 health.
The Elec with his level 3 shield, dude, it deals so much, man.
Succubus ultimate. So you get the counter kill on a Gladiator.
I got some free farm for the doggo. He's happy about that.
Luna ganks the rune. Electrician will gladly bottle up this regen.
He's happy about that.
Let me keep an eye on it. It's his I can't tell if it's his wave clear, but here we go. We have a little bit of help for Defiler. Might see her just ulti the wave here now. If she can keep this wave alive with an enforced support, but they are rotating in a couple. Magma's coming in. Are they trying to play it like they're not strong? Because
Luna has left the party. She was mid as well, but now she's out, and now everybody's out on the Hellborn team and Legion. Everybody just left mid. See ya. Gladius top, getting some sought-after farm.
There we go. This could be the timing for the Unholy Expulsion. Electrician's over in the jungle. I'm really not too keen on Defiler holding it. It's not typically something that you want to bring to a team fight. But here she goes.
For a party, I guess, because they're making a party happen top as Gemini jumps right into this Gladiator who's gonna drop. But he gets his ulti off. But it's not gonna do that much. As Succubus is ballsy, running straight onto this. Followed by the Magma stun and the double wolves. Oh, the Magma barely survives. 9 HP is the lowest I saw him on. As Nymphora, I get some space to farm bottom, I guess. Space for Nymph. Level 3 Nymphora. Oof.
Benzi and Luna here.
Luna. They see her, she's dead.
Yeah, she just puts out a power throw. Oh, I think she just showed. But still no ultimate by Defiler. You know, 100-second cooldown. I feel like he could have done half damage to the tower by now. But let's try to see what she's saving it for. Unfortunately, it's Invis rune spawns up top. Gemini bottles it since everybody in the game has a bottle now.
Yeah, everybody has a bottle. That's the new thing about this meta. Everyone has a bottle. But there are a lot more runes spawning, so.
Wave gets immediately obliterated. Succubus with an Invis rune right under a sentry, though. They know she's there.
No, it doesn't see her.
Oh, is she? Oh, with
She
an
was right
invisibility.
outside. Yeah, she was right outside. She was sitting on the top, or maybe she walked through it. I didn't see
Oh
if
yeah,
she
she
walked through
walked
it.
through it. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that.
But they disperse here.
Very even on the GPM charts. I mean, Gemini is on top, not that much. And so is the Defiler is over the NG. And Succubus 290 compared to the 230 for the Gladiator. So the cores on the Legion side are doing better than the cores on the Hellborn side, just barely. But I mean, you add them all up, and it's gonna be
Push this top lane. Uh-oh. Gladiator gets away with one there. They had plenty in place to kill him if they wanted to. So if anything, Legion not
killer.
Oh, and M4 died.
Yeah, she was farming a bit. She got caught. As the Succubus mid.
Bensington hits level 7 here. The only little target Riftwalker in the area. Just gotta clear out the wave and make sure that they don't actually get a tower out of this. Questionable use of the Mesmerize there.
No, questionable right click. You can turn it off on the Succubus, right? You can click it again and it turns it off. Can't you?
Up top, I am not certain. Bensington gonna ulti down here. But Gemini sitting under there with a regeneration rune. Succubus gonna lock Bensington down, but the pitfall to follow up. Ember Boy's gonna get locked down, and Zane ain't long for this world either. There's the Defiler ultimate finally. Does come in clutch to save his partner. That's one thing. The Succubus ultimate, there are a lot of ways for it to be interrupted. Almost every hero has one way. There goes the wormhole, channeling onto the Defiler, and there's the lockdown that you see. That pod is a little bit dangerous when they all group up like that, but
Hellborn getting ahead. Important kills.
yep, increasing this gold lead and the momentum in their favor. If Bensington starts getting really comfortable like we saw last game and getting in that stride, I mean, Succubus is really a sitting duck because the pitfall, locking her down. He hits him with the whip, and he already locked her back in place for the support. Ooh, that was a nice little bit of a Mesmerize, buying some time. And just not enough. 3 rotations.
Succubus is also that kind of hero. Yeah, it stops the first attack. And then you can just deactivate it on yourself. But Succubus is also kind of that hero that doesn't really need that much farm. I mean,
yeah,
you would like to have it, but she just ults someone and they die.
Ooh, punishing Magnus for going for that deny. He's got the steam bath, but good game sense there. Not gonna be enough to keep him alive. Defiler really wants this kill on Bensington, but he has so many options available to him. Hopefully they can pick up a tower with this.
So badly.
The wave clear, though.
They haven't taken a single tower on Legion, and that's hurting their supports a lot.
Bottom lane. Ember Boy going into that twin form. Him and Zane tag team. Yeah, they haven't been prioritizing pushing, but I will say that the wave clear is so dominant on the Hellborn side. It's not even like they picked for it, but like every hero kind of has one. It's definitely making it difficult for Defiler to keep the pressure up. They're matching her wave of death. Here we go. Is that a Benzing ultimate onto the Defiler? Ooh, the joust doesn't connect, but they need it.
Succubus showing off her powers.
Holds the Bensington down and melts him there. Pitfall misses somehow. Ghost Marchers and a battery. He's got a chance. No. No clear path to safety.
Hold it right there.
Interesting, this fight is still going on. Riftwalker really wanted to get a finishing blow on Nymphora. Gets away with it, though. Pushing the limits here for sure. It's a two-man stun. Oh, the wormhole! It's enough to finish off the mag. The joust. These fights are going on so long, everybody's respawning.
Tried to run to his teammate, but it was not enough, unfortunately.
Maybe a little bit of a preview of their strategy. Catch Defiler out of position and showdown, and then just Benzi's going to come crashing down on him and immediately melt him. And we see a different build than last time they went to Ghost Marchers. This time I like he goes with the vestments. Maybe we'll see Steam Boots. Because they kind of made it obvious that they're going to make killing him a priority this time.
Absolutely. I like it. It's a good choice.
Just because you're building defensively doesn't mean you have to play defensively. He's got the Unholy Expulsion. It's not so great in these team fights because Hellborn just disengages when it's active.
Autumn, Nymphora TP in. Not gonna catch anyone.
Nope. Goes for the Ghost Marchers on the Defiler. Hold down onto Electrician. They're taking whatever they can get at this point. Snooki doesn't cast a Pitfall. He's saving all his cooldowns. I don't know if they're waiting for the Riftwalker ulti in 9 more seconds, but I don't know if these Ghost Marchers are going to be enough to save him. So they do have their Wombo combo skills ready, and Legion team is grouped up. Might be an opportunity here.
As Benzi is farming top.
Ready.
He's just chilling. Yeah. The liberty of having your carry across the map and being able to join the fight is incredible. Oh, Bonnet. They catch the Benzi off guard right there and get the tower as well, and now Gladi is the one alone, but there comes the wormhole from the Riftwalker combined with the power throw from Eluna, and down goes both Gemini and the Magma so quickly. Oof.
Looks like they're going to try to make it 3 here.
Indeed they are.
Neutrals?
Succubus trying to get a PK, I guess. Just to be able to jump in there and not get caught in the midst of it.
Pressuring mid lane pretty hard here. Not the team you would expect. This draft has a lot to offer that you don't really see at the first glance. Like, it looked like, oh, it's just this big AoE Wombo combo, but they've got an overabundance of stuns. They've got survivability. They've got great initiation. Good answers for everything on the Legion side. And a 7,000 gold lead to boot. In the meanwhile, Gladiator's going to get locked down. He's not an easy target to kill, though. He won't get his ultimate off, or will he? Stands up. The Bensington comes in. Joust onto Succubus and Defiler. He's eating a lot of that unholy damage, and if they don't turn their attention onto Defiler soon, she will wreak havoc on them. Now they're all on the run. This is where she shines. Riftwalker's going to fall in the background. Gladiator does rejoin the fight. It's hard to see who's going to come out on top here. It looks like back and forth. Defiler, though, this whole time going unanswered. She's got so much damage left, too. Silence. There's the Nymphora stun and the heal bomb. Oh, no mana for the heal bomb. That would have been different. A much different outcome.
Oh. It could have been so good for Legion. If they killed the Gladiator, that would have been... Oh, the power throw!
Nemesis.
Dude, her with the power throw. If they killed the Gladi, that fight, they would have won that fight completely.
So close. Oh, blinks in, interrupts the TP, and locks on the Gladiator. He's trying to do his best to buy time. Here comes Imba Boy. Can he make something out of this? They get the Elec. A 1-for-1 at this point. Or 1 for none, rather. So definitely worth investing that Succubus ulti. They get 2 in the end.
Succubus there is so nice because you just lock down 2 heroes for so long. How long is it? It's up to
8 maybe?
5 seconds on the ulti and then 6 seconds sleep. So you're locking down 2 heroes for 5 seconds and they can't move, they can't do anything. Doesn't matter if they have BKB, your ulti goes through the BKB.
Incredible. Showing they still got some fight left in them. It's a decent gold advantage for the Hellborn team. They've got the momentum. But other than that, it's the team fights seem to be pretty back and forth. Mr. Bensington picking up that Thunderclaw like last time. He's got camps stacked up for him. Staying relevant. Staying active on top of that. 13 assists on your carry. You said these guys play TMM? I've never seen that in my life.
I mean, most people just play TMM nowadays anyway. There's no like actual tournament, so people can just keep, what do you call it, keep in shape.
Now Defiler feels comfortable taking some towers with that ultimate. 15 seconds on it. Where's she gonna TP? Mid lane. Posting up a defense here. Hellborn team a little bit scattered. Succubus comes in. Purges off. Both looking to set up that wombo combo. The Joust comes in and misses. Bensington's going to get locked down, but they don't want to overcommit to this because of the AoE shitstorm that will come to them. Bensington, though, this time he does go down. Oh, that's a lot of their damage missing. AoE lockdown going to be their only way to fight themselves back into this. There's the wormhole. They finish off the Gemini in exchange.
I mean, we talked, or people mentioned that there was so many ways to stop the Succubus ult. She almost had a full ulti there on the Bensi in the midst of 3 heroes.
Nice. Magnus Lava Surge, the timing on the showdown. It might keep him alive. 1 more second for the Lava Surge and TP, but good effort there by Volca. Yep. Is problematic. She's got the blink to help with the positioning, but she used it there as the gap closer and kind of made herself really vulnerable. Until they get a blink on Mag, I think she's gonna die a lot when she, you know, Zane's no issue with dying for his team. There goes the lockdown on Gladiator. Bensington trying to come in and save him. Red power throw. Makes sure that he can finish the job. That helped a lot. Oh.
That was 2 cores for a not so important core. And then 2 kills for Mr. Bensington.
He's making his way toward that Hellflower. So
yeah, on the Gladiator, yeah. I mean,
even
canceling that out is good, but still.
Yeah, but he's going to get there eventually, and Defiler looks like it's going to be a non-issue. I don't know how to save him. Hasted Rift feeling overconfident. 1 stun connects, another one from Nymphora. Good job not whiffing that.
That would have been so sad. I like moving towards the staff. Bensi has a Thunderclaw and a Sackstone. He's got some gold saved up. I'm guessing he might go for a Shrunken here as well. As there is a Shrunken finished on the Defiler. Yeah, he's going for the Shrunken. He got the Warhammer. Or I think so, at least.
So it's an unreasonably low farm amount for Ember Boy, and to me that signals that things aren't necessarily going according to plan for the Legion side. Obviously 9,000 gold difference.
Wow.
Great coordination there.
You don't have the ball. Oh. But then again, down goes Fa. That's a dead Bensi.
44 seconds. The bottom action continues. They come onto the electrician. He's got no mana. The purge is not going to be enough to keep him alive this time.
The nice mesmerize to just hold him back so that the Magnus could reach for the stun.
Magnus dangerously close to that blink dagger, which is going to not only help set up those ultimates, but keep Succubus alive to get more rounds of her abilities off. At this point, she's kind of only gotten 1 or 2 tops, so that could definitely make a big difference. Question is, how do they ever push uphill?
With the what team?
A Legion side, I guess, you know, pick off, but like this is a very dangerous team to go up against.
Oh, absolutely. But if they manage to get those single target pickoffs as they've been doing with Succubus, and then they use the Defiler to push, I think they're pretty decent. But yeah, there's a lot of, like, the Wormhole is a struggle. And then there's the Nightfall and the Gladiolus, so it's... yeah, I see your concerns.
Nymphora, clean up the jungle here. Defiler's about to be level 16 though.
There's the Blink's ready on Magnus now.
They see the Nymph port. They're channeling the Wormhole. It's only one though.
Yeah, they chose not to follow, I guess.
Ultimately, a decent decision. They guarantee Bensington falls. Now Gemini's on the run. It's taken a lot to kill him, but all of his abilities are on cooldown. He lucky doesn't get hit by that pitfall. But a nice stun by a Luna and a power throw to follow it up. Gemini so close to falling, and now he gets the split off. Eventually will go down. Everybody's taking massive damage here. Zane's not gonna survive either. It's the Defiler ultimate who's literally wreaking havoc on everybody in this moment.
Nice slow from NG. I keep calling him NG. He's called Electrician. Jesus.
Blink stun. And Nymphora caught.
Sorry, you don't have a bottle.
Man, these fights are getting chaotic. Everybody dies.
It feels like Legion are getting some good kills in, but they don't get to do anything with it because so many of their heroes dies for the kill. And these power shots from Aluna have been pretty baller, spot on every time.
Definitely, and she's getting good experience this game. So they hurt too early on. Yet Defiler picks up that illusion rune. Tricky situation. You pop it and you get stunned.
Wanna walk it off. Succubus has her ulti ready again. She has a Jade Spire for that casual range. That's pretty nice.
And Defiler finishes the Shrunken Head as the Health Flower is completed on Gladiator. One of those who cast first interactions.
The issue with Succubus, though, as a core, she doesn't farm. Like, at all.
At all. Yeah, what's
she
he
has
setting
to
that?
be in a lane.
Basically relying on kills and assists to get anything, and yeah.
I mean, he's been in 18 of them. He has 11 kills on the Succubus, so I mean, his farm is good based just on the kills, but he doesn't right-click.
Right. Yeah,
creeps,
and that doesn't hold up. It can't compete no matter how many people you kill with some of the other heroes.
You have to be ahead then, right?
Gemini getting spotted out. Oh, he does get caught in the pitfall follow-up. They're bringing everything they got.
Oh. The global presence of this Hellborn team is
A
scary.
pick off on Magnus here could be huge. Don't get it. I see Magnus denying that tower.
Might as well. They're gonna get it at some point anyway, so might as well just get that one out of the way. Less gold for the opponent. Anything they can do to prevent the gold lead to get bigger is good, as Hellborn chooses to go for the Kongor. To keep that gold lead going.
Not bad. I mean, a lot of their major abilities on cooldown, so they'll be good to go. A little extra gold in the pocket. Buff is not too bad either.
Tyler has a Gnomes, a Saxstone, and a BKB. What is her next item here? Does she do it the same? Last game she went, or the first game that they played, she went for, it's called the Frostburn. What does she buy now, though, is the question. Oh, mid lane.
It's hard to say because she hasn't really been involved in the team fights. We haven't gotten to see how they initiate on her. So whether she goes for like a portal key just for positioning and, you know, mind tricks, baiting out the... You get pitfalled, you can blink and BKB and, you know, other stuff like that, but...
Or does she go for like a defensive item, like Frostful
Bulking up.
Plate or whatever, so she can actually sit in front, because they don't have any tanks except for her.
Yeah. Her and the Gemini, it can go either way. She's gonna have to take a gamble. A lot of times you see how the team fights are going, you make the decision, but she's kind of just kept to herself. She hasn't even been a part of a lot of the kills this game. Focusing on defensive. And Fora, I hear a jingling up in the top lane. Succubus blinks in, catches a mid-joust. He must have had that shift queued up before he even landed in with the TP, but Bensington is going to BKB teleport out, knowing that he can just ulti back in once he has health if the engagement suits him. And Defiler's really spooked here. She used her shrunken head earlier. Oh, the wormhole connects down. They were trying to escape.
Massacre.
Was that blind into the woods?
That was fairly blind. He took a chance and he hit it on the head. That was insane.
Making sure they get punished for that. The Defiler, I feel like he backed out way too early there, but I guess assuming that that was the plan for the whole team. Defiler, speaking of, very quickly locked down. Imboboy cannot save him. He's going to have to split up here. His best chance at survival, he seems. Dodges the pitfall. Game sense. He's pretty tanky himself at this point.
That keeps the Hellborn at bay. So now everybody's up for the Legion side. It's 10 seconds on the Succubus ulti. Magnus has his. 20 more on the Defiler, but they should be able to hold this one way or another, as the Hellborn doesn't have that crazy high ground push, do they? It's only Bensi that really hits towers, right? They have a crazy team fight, but
yeah, it's gonna take them a while. I think that's we need to see more from this Magnus. He got the portal key relatively early. I can't think of a time I've seen an offensive eruption, given he's pretty low level, but he needs to get that impact out onto heroes like Aluna and Rift before they unload their full kit, if possible. But Gladiator's really hard for them to deal with on the Legion side. Without Defiler ult, they have hardly any damage. Going on to Defiler first here, locking him down. He still hasn't been able to get that shrunken head off. Now he does, but is it too late? Ooh, he does manage to save alive a Magnus Eruption Lava Surge combo onto Benzi and Gladiator. That's looking good for them, and the fact that Defiler is still alive means they still have a chance here. Bensington using the buyback and ulting and jousting, but Gemini sipping that bottle and swapping the treads. He's able to live. They punish Bensington, and that buyback results in 0 kills. 1 kill.
not worth it, I would say. As Luna drops her bound eye as well. Did he
They
buy
tried
back on the
so
Defender? No, he said
hard.
Deadlight, right? No, he bought back on the Defiler as well.
Yep.
He did. 2 buybacks used, but I mean this favors the Legion 100%. They're behind and they get this kind of cleanup, and the double 2 kills on the Bensi. That's a lot of money he spent there. Sorry.
They don't get too much out of it. They put a huge dent in the gold. Gold lead. Who's this? Electrician blinking in onto Gemini. Not your ideal target. Quickly with the Mesmerize. Succubus now able to be not only a disabler, but that protective ally.
He's had some pretty good ultis as well on the top fight right there. He was standing up on the hill. And all the spells were already used. Nobody could stop him, and even the wormhole coming in was not going to connect to him anyway. Does he buy a BKB just so nobody can cancel him?
Might be worth it. I mean, I don't know what else. If he decides that his ultimate is that core, then absolutely. Nymphora is going to send a TP somewhere. They go all the way to the top lane. As Bensington leaves. It's either that or... yeah, the staff makes his ultimate basically uninterruptible as well.
No.
It's no longer challenged. Could be an option.
That was game sense right there. Did you see the Bensi?
Mm-mm.
They were chasing him top. He did not see them. He did not see them at all. And he just stunned across the side there. They didn't see anyone on the Legion side, and he was like, nope, I'm gonna get caught here if I don't be careful.
Yeah, he just felt I'm being too greedy.
Spider senses were tingling as Hellborn is flanking with the Gladi and the Elec on the bottom here. Might get
Last
around.
time they weren't able to kill the Defiler, and I'm worried if they got to go all in on him. They got the Benzi ultimate this time. Damage is already done. Invis on the Gladiator. That's nice.
Power throws are scouting, not connecting to anyone. Gladi. Gonna find the nymph. And they're just gonna kill him.
Clean kill.
Yeah, quick and easy. It's an Nymphora. What can you do? Riftstalker is sitting on 4.7k gold. Holy. Does she buy a staff? What does staff do on this thing?
That's where she can like drag
You
them.
bring them back. Yeah, you drag them back. Yeah. I don't know if that does anything. There's a bound eye on the ground in the mid lane.
If they specifically wanted to coordinate like that, and I definitely think there's cases where it's useful. I'm not seeing it in super apparent, but look at this damage they're doing to the mid tower.
Free.
Absolutely, everybody's kind of sleeping there for a second. Sleeping is Luna. Sheepstick she buys. That'll be a nice one. Bensington comes in, lands down onto Succubus before she gets any abilities off. Does not have a buyback available, so let's see. They are going to make the right call and back off here. That's the Defiler ultimate used. One more second. Oh, he had the blink. He just couldn't get it off. Electrician actually quite tanky here, though. His teammates have completely abandoned him, saying, if you survive this, we'll sing of your praises for ages to come, but no guarantees it's going to happen. Wow, this is taking a long time. Lava Surge, I think finally now. Maybe. He's just going to be like, I hope you have no stuns left. But
As Gladi hits the mid-racks, look at this!
he does. Gladi has
so
become
much
this.
damage.
He's all defensive items, too.
Oh! And he kills the Nymphora and he gets the range tracks.
Oh, and the melee barracks? Dude,
Now
they had
the
to fortify that whole
fortification
time? What?
So frustrating.
Man, the
Things like
Gladiator.
this just, it kills your mentality, dude. It's like, hello? Can no one help? Hello? Anybody? Just kills your mentality so much. It's so frustrating to play.
Gladiator's pretty unstoppable at this point. Unless I'm underestimating Gemini's damage potential, you can't really focus him because of the item build he went. He's gonna get everything off, and he's starting to hurt even without any offensive items.
Yeah. He's just there to crowd control, and that's what he does.
It's very problematic. Defiler goes for full defensive and grabs the Behemoth's heart.
Oh, wow. She's a big boy. Looks like she's going for the Frostburn as well, though. She has the Ice Brand.
Yep.
Rot
the Frost
bottom.
Wolf.
Yeah, sorry.
Frost Wolf Skull. That's what she got last time.
That might, yeah, she might get that one as well. They're just rotted on top of each other here. Look at this. This Defiler might die.
Haste Rune.
Take it, take it, take it, take it. Oh my god, take it! I can't. Yeah, there we go.
That's funny. taking them a little bit here. But they get the Conqueror kill. Legion just starting theirs now. Let's see how fast they can do this. Not terribly fast. This is a testament to the amount of damage they actually have.
The bar on the top is closing a little bit though. As Legion takes the Conqueror as well, it's gonna give them some nice golden experience.
Conqueror has been slain.
Red power throw comes out.
Farm on the Hellborn team though, even the bottom farmer is 250 GPM. And higher than the opponent offlaner.
Yep, Storm Spirit on a Luna.
She has
Pretty
Sackstorm,
good.
Storm
Interrupt.
Spirit. And Riftwalker has a sheep, dude. That's what she bought with all that money.
Well, yeah, there was the Jade Spire coming off on.
Glad he
Shane, I
didn't beat
think you
out.
said that earlier.
If Legion catches someone here, there's no Gladi to help. But Hellborn is leaving now.
So Magnus goes with a Sand Scepter.
Just gonna
I'm not
catch
sure
people.
who he's trying to lock down, though, really.
Anyone at this point. Stop people from moving. I mean, any lockdown is fine. The Sand Scepter doesn't really go through BKB though, but there's only one BKB on the opponent team anyway. Can you stop the Riftwalker ult? No, right? She gets Sand Scepter in the middle of her channeling. Does she stay? No, you have to cancel it, right?
Yeah, because it's immobilized, I don't think it would. Oh, like hold her in place. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. It feels like it would go through it.
Yeah. I think she's gonna get her ulti off anyway. Sending in a big wave bottom to get some damage on that tower for the Legion team. As Gladi is sitting on 2k gold, what other protective item do you think he can get?
Well, at this point, I don't know that he needs it. I feel like he's untouchable.
Yeah.
Or you might see something. You know, the basic items, the Rift Shards, Assassin Shroud. Something to just bump up that whip damage. Because they don't have the most damage on the Hellborn team. They got the AoE. They've got, you know, Benzi does a good amount. He's got the Geobane now. But they will need that Gladiator's impact.
TP? Bottom? I mean mid lane? Stretch
Double
the-
Veil, Rot, Defiler, and Gladiator are aware of each other's presence. They just bump noses in the woods. Uh-oh, Gladiator blinks in. This is not a good situation for him. He tries to get off a little bit of farm, but... Or is it? He baits everybody onto him, and he's unkillable. Bentington, though, taking the damage. Fortunately, he didn't do anything but bait out Shrunken Heads. He will fall down here, and Benting does not have gold for buyback. There's a wormhole holding Gemini in place. He's going to dash out. They're going to definitely want to clean that up. Defiler's got free reign here. Succubus pulled back. They do get the Gemini. They do get everybody else. Last man standing is now Defiler. And this is where she is not that effective. That being said, gets a full body heal.
Still gonna
Showing-
drop.
That it was probably a good decision for them to ignore her based on how long it just took him to kill her second time.
Instantly buys back. She knows she has to protect this.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
no
bunch-
ultimate.
No, but there's buyback on the Gemini and the Succubus. Succubus doesn't really protect anything. She can't really do much. But she still also has to buy back to force them away from these melee barracks.
She's got to be careful, though, here. Electrician alone. Got that Blink Frostfield plate. He is so strong right now. Got the sheep stick. They back off. They don't get anything out of that. I mean, they force the buybacks, but...
That's a lot of gold.
I guess that
People
is
buy back.
something. Yeah. 3 bot back there? Okay.
That's a lot of gold on the Legion side, tossed into nothing, unfortunately. And there's no more buybacks on the Defiler either. So if they do manage to bring her down, she's gone.
Here comes Gladiator. Gets the pitfall.
Pick it up.
Was he going to Hellflower? Didn't use the Hellflower there. Guess
Didn't
they
wanna
don't
go.
realize she was pretty alone.
Sunscepter on Nymphora too. Guess they think it's a good item this game.
Must be some super obvious one. I mean, but the obviously prevents the joust away.
Yeah,
and-
but I mean he has a BKB.
Mhm.
I don't know. Just a general catch, I believe. If Legion manages to jump the right targets first, it should be a good fight for them. They just need to catch. They need to catch this Riftwalker. I feel like Riftwalker and Luna are their targets at this point because they die. They die fast and they have a lot of lockdown. The Riftwalker even has a spell sunder right now. Like she deals a lot of damage as well. As
Definitely.
Gemini, yeah, Gemini has a BKB and a Frostburn. Pretty standard build. Like we saw last cycle, Probus played Gemini. Oh, top lane.
Oh, yeah, Gladiator comes in, gets the Pitfall out onto Nymphora. The Bennington is going to follow up with the Storm Spirit, kind of mess things up a bit there. Bennington having difficulty choosing a target. He's going to be forced to geo defensively and fall back. There goes another landing suck onto the Succubus. Magnus comes in with a lot of Eruption, but some minimal effect, and Defiler gets melted. Man, she is hard to kill. It is once again the entire team. Finally get her to fall, but they've come up with an answer. Wipe everyone else and then deal with the Defiler.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that was the Succubus managed to lock down 2 heroes, but then Aluna just walked up and storm spirited him.
Uh-oh, Gemini. Oh no. Call to concede vote. That's gonna do it. 24,000 gold lead. What a showing here. Doghouse advances to the grand finals for tomorrow. Team Tim will be dropping down